Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and there's a ton of like topical, crazy stuff to talk about now with PokeMMO. There's a lot of stuff happening now that it's like the new year. I feel like a lot of forum posts, a lot of discussion, a lot of changes are sort of being talked about heading into the year 2024. So let's talk about the number one upvoted post right now in the suggestion box on the PokeMMO forums. Let's just go ahead and read it from Poratny. The past few weeks, even months, I've noticed an increase in scams regarding Ditto boxes. I've also been scammed a couple of times now, but a few days ago, this was the reply given to me. This is from Bearminator staff. We have restored money from this trade and dealt with the scammer. However, we will ask that you never send the whole money for the trade again. Instead, send only for the dittos you've received. For example, X amount of money for each 5 dittos or box. Otherwise, we will refuse to restore the money. Have a nice day. This response is definitely a little like, he's totally in the right for giving it, and it's totally valid, but it's a little frustrating at the same time, because if you trade ditto boxes, you know a couple of things, right? The trading of Pokeyen for every single box is so slow. It slows down the trades tremendously. And when you're already spending 2,000 to 4,000 hours on a hunt, like those extra like couple seconds each trade, like it's dumb as it sounds, really adds up, and it really is annoying. And it's just a pain. It's just, why would you not just trade the full amount for the box? You have to try, like, if someone's going to scam you, why would you get punished, I guess, to that extent? And obviously you should do stuff, whatever you can do in your control to not get scammed is beneficial. But at the same time, if someone's going to scam you, if you trade them the like 20k or 30k, or I think it's like, what would the math be, something like that, 18k or whatever over per 5 dittos, what's going to happen is, I mean, they're just gonna I don't know, it just seems, I don't know, it just seems silly to me. I guess it technically would solve it, but I prefer full box trading would be super beneficial, and that's what this whole thing is all about. I understand the devs' position, and we'll talk about how like full box trading sort of solves this solution, or solves this for everybody. It solves less, GM tickets and less intervention by the mods, as well as it just helps the players. So let's go into it. The same reply has been given to many of my friends, teammates, and others, where as I try to understand where they're coming from as an SGM plus, so Senior Game Master plus, etc., and that these types of reports take up a lot of time for them. Absolutely. I feel like for long term, the pay X for 5 dittos is very inconvenient and won't get rid of all scams regarding these types of transactions. True, because majority will still pay full price up front. True. Refusing to restore money that has been scammed in the future too will make people not want to report them anymore, because that's what the gain of them reporting. If they won't get their money back, it's a give and take situation. Absolutely true. I think Porat just really words this all very well, and I should just shut up and read. I can see these types of scams being resolved by adding a feature where we can trade full boxes only for X amount of Pokeyen. There's some really good conversation and responses here. Exactly this. It's going to be some time until everybody or most people go back to paying the full price on first trade like most people do currently. It's not because they are looking to get scammed, but because it saves time on what's already a lengthy and, to be honest, an inconvenient process. 100%. I can understand what they are trying to convey with this, having dozens, possibly hundreds of cases of ditto box scamming weekly and only a few staff to review it, and for them it isn't feasible at all. Super true, especially if we also add the other types of reports, but they need to understand that they aren't doing any favors to the community with this, and it isn't the most welcomed way to approach it, which can be solved, as the post is suggesting, with something like a whole ditto box trade. This idea would fully eliminate ditto scams while making it more convenient and faster for both parties involved. I too understand the message and the reasons behind this, but pretty much blaming the scammed, no matter how many similar cases there are, seems a bit rude to say the least. A little bit, but fair. Refusing to help someone who's been scammed for something that's been done like this because we lack a better method of doing it, and no, sending the money per trade is anything but comfortable when you're trading 5+ boxes at once, unless you want to spend your evening staring at the PC for well over 5 years, is crazy. What's supposed to be a disciplinary punishment so people learn to not be scammed? I think there's fair argument from the devs of like doing what you could, doing what's in your control to not get scammed. I think that's fair. But like, I consider doing what's in my control to not get scammed. This is what I usually tell people. Is I pay full up front for every ditto box. It slows things way down to do it per dittos. What I tell people to not get scammed is like record your interactions and clearly take screenshots. So what I'll say is whenever I'm trading a ditto box with someone, I'm either doing it on stream, or if I'm not on stream, the average player, what you can do is just whisper that person and say, hey, I'm trading you 200,000 Pokeyen, 200k for a ditto box, correct? Question mark. And then don't trade them and don't go through with the transaction until they say correct or like yes or some sort of confirmation. And if you get them in that verbal confirmation and then they scam you, then obviously it's like turbo against the rules, blah, blah, blah. But obviously the devs are saying that like even with that sort of process, even with that process to not get scammed, they still don't want to deal with this, which is fair. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being lazy. Maybe you guys let me know in the comments. Let me know your feedback. Let me know your honest thoughts. If you've traded Ditto boxes, I think you understand, like, adding in the Pokeyen per box is really annoying, especially for mobile players. That's the thing that's also not talked about here. That's a hugely under talked about thing, is mobile players get super cucked here. You already have to work like 10 times harder to be a fast Ditto box trader on mobile. Not having access to control click is super annoying on mobile. You have to like work really hard and like use both your hands to like drag simultaneously. There are some really good mobile box traders, but it's rare. Some Ditto box buyers straight up won't buy from mobile traders because it is so much slower. It's like 4 times, 5 times slower on average. And now you're adding that speed onto like trading the Pokeyen, et cetera, man. Yeah, I think this really hurts. This really hurts mobile box traders even more. And then on top of it, the full box trading aspect would help mobile box traders a shit ton. If a mobile player, someone on phone or tablet could just trade a box in one go, that would put them on an even playing field as PC box traders doing like the 5 per trade. So I don't know. Once again, I think there's a lot of positives here. The only concern, the only negative that I could think of is how much dev time this would take. I just don't know how simple it would be to do like a Ditto box trade or it's like a full box trade. I think the really interesting thing would be if you could do it via mail. They could like work it into the mail system where you could pay like X amount of Pokeyen to mail the whole like 20k Pokeyen, which is what it costs to mail a full box currently, to mail 30 Pokemon in one mail, or 60 Pokemon, excuse me, 60 Dittos in one mail. I think that'd be super cool. That's my thoughts. Hopefully you guys have some of your own thoughts. Leave them in the comments politely, please. That's all I ask. Just leave them politely. If you think I should stop being lazy and just do the Pokeyen per trade, I don't know, say it, but say it nicely. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Keep up to date with the news by subscribing to my channel and watching the videos that come out every single day regarding PokeMMO. Sometimes even 2 videos a day, like probably this one is. Just Discord's down below. Streams are Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET on Twitch. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo donations do go a very long way. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it was helpful. Have a good one, guys. Peace, Reno.